Good afternoon. I can't see any one of you. But okay, today's topic is about therapeutic clowning and how my failures ended up becoming my favors. And it starts with a small story of my friend being diagnosed with cancer. It is very serious. I thought at that point of time that my failure in life is the last thing, and I will never recover from it. And I was diagnosed as clinically depressed person. Yeah. How many of you are aware about this word? Please, a show of hands. Yeah, you all know, right? And at that point of time, I had been introduced with my life's biggest failure, that is, unable to carry myself as a person because I was so attached with this friend that I entered depression and I didn't know what to do after that. And then came my confused stage, and I had no idea on what to do, how to do, and I did not even want to get out of my bed. And that's when I saw a clown on one of the streets making people happy, as in when they were walking here and there. And I thought to myself, why can't I become a clown? And I wanted to become a clown. I became a clown. My friend was sitting on a table like that, and we both were discussing, why can't we clown? We saw a street clown. Why can't we do this? He said, yes, let's do this. And we both decided that we will do it. It was a Friday afternoon, and on Saturday afternoon, we painted our faces like this. We were wearing pants and kurtas like this, and we entered a hospital. And we had no idea what to do. We started making faces. We started falling down without any reason. And there were pin drop silence, like how you all are staring at me right now. Utter silence, not knowing how to react to a couple of buffoons who just walked into a room, having no prior knowledge to what clowning is. And we did absolutely that. But around 10 to 15 minutes, it hit. And one boy in the corner of the ward started laughing at us. Very mild, very pure, genuine smile. And momentarily the smile became laughter. And from there I became a clown. But even though I became a clown, it was not full. As you can see, this image is not full. It was, amalgamation of things that I would carry with me. I was not fully a clown. Slowly and gradually I equipped myself, watched a lot of videos, read a lot of books on clowning. And the clowning that we do is not performance clowning. The clowning that we do is medical clowning / therapeutic clowning. And I have a fear of hospitals. And after watching that child smile, I decided that hospitals are one place that I will go every day. And that exactly happened with me. 5 years we have been clowning. There have been amazing success stories, but one story in particular still is always in my heart, and that story is about Ramesh. Ramesh was a malnourished child, and he couldn't even get up from his bed and sit because his forearms and his biceps were this thin. His mother ran towards us and came towards us and told, you know what, will you please come to my child and just talk to Ramesh? At that particular point of time, I thought, oh my God, she is asking to us as if we are doctors. And until that day, I hadn't given this much of importance or this much of value to what we were doing. And that day, that mother came to us and told, he's in NICU, neonatal intensive care unit. Can you please come there and just visit? The nurses and all were skeptic, highly skeptical, like how can we let an amateur walk into a NICU? But then the nurses gave us a mask and everything and told, you will not misbehave in an ICU, because we were known as the notorious ones, because as soon as we enter, we'll start creating havoc, we'll start making everybody smile. And even the nurses, with a lot of care and compassion, would come and would have fun with us. But NICU was a different story. So I went to NICU, I held Ramesh's hand, and I just sat there, and Ramesh was pointing something towards my pocket, and it was a spring. How many of you have played with the spring? You know, we keep it on a stair and we let it roll like that. Yeah. He pointed towards the spring and he told, I need that spring. He couldn't speak because, you know, there was things kept on his mask, oxygen mask, nebulizer, whatnot. And his mother told, can you please leave this with Ramesh and go? We were like, okay, no problem. It is just a nebulizer. I mean, just a spring. We left it there. We went. Next week, next Saturday, we came. And his hand had IV on it. And since they are children, they put a wooden plank and tape it across so that they don't bend it and needle doesn't harm them. Ramesh was trying to play with the slinky with one hand, and he was not able to. But he was playing nonetheless. He got up, he's sitting, he's playing. And I walk in there and I see Ramesh, and I gave one hand, Ramesh had one hand, and we both were playing slinky together. Next week we came, Ramesh is walking around an ICU, and Ramesh is waiting for us to come. And we come, and Ramesh is sitting there, and Ramesh is in jovial mood, and he just wants to have fun with us because he knows we are coming. We are just having the fun of our time. How many of you know Telugu here? Okay, how many of you know Tamil here? Good. There is a very famous dialogue of Rajnikant. Ye vari? What? Exactly. So in Telugu, the dialogue goes as Na dari rahadari. And Ramesh was from Hyderabad. So I had to translate that dialogue and tell it in Telugu so that he could tell that. And this is what happens with me and the team of our clowns every weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Even as I'm speaking to you all, I'm addressing this beautiful gathering. There are a bunch of 15 clowns going inside a hospital right now, 3 o'clock, right? And this is what we feel every weekend. So if, and sorry, during the week, I clown around with everybody else. So it is not just for the kids that we clown for patients in palliative care, we clown for old age home, we travel across country and we clown. We have covered Gujarat, we have covered Mumbai, we have covered Bangalore, Kerala. Now, if all of you keep your mind together, we can start in Coimbatore. With before even my realization, from being clowns, we ended up becoming medical clowns, and then in no time we became therapeutic clowns. As in this clown with the nose, who also have, realization of listening compassionately, listening with a lot of empathy. We ended up becoming therapeutic clowns, and we started doing workshops in love, laughter, compassion, and all the volunteers that were coming in were getting trained in how to talk to people with compassion, how to feel empathy for others, how to love without any other notion but just the pure feeling of love. And then one of my mentors suggested one quote which is going to stay rest of the life with me, and the quote says, gratitude and suffering cannot coexist. They do exist because of each other, but they cannot exist together at the same time. If we are suffering, then we are not being grateful for whatever we have. And if we are feeling grateful, then that particular point of time, we are not thinking about suffering. Clown is somebody who does not need to be very, over dramatic and all over the place. A clown can be like me, coming to you, talking very nicely, at the same time making a very nice face with the makeup, and doing certain actions like. But there is one more aspect of clowning. If you overdo what you're doing, then children are terrified of clowns. There is a phobia known as sclerophobia, which is fear of clowns, and most of the videos have been made that scary clowns, and there are movies that are made that there are clowns who are out there to kill you. Amongst all of that, therapeutic clowning is a very challenging aspect, because sometimes we enter the ward and these children have already seen all these movies, and instantly they see us and they start crying. So for them, we have to make an exceptions. We have to go to the washroom, wash our makeup off, lift all the makeup, painting, all the gears, and go to them as normal people and tell that sorry if we did scare you, but we are just regular people trying to make you laugh. And you don't have to do dramatic actions, go over the floor and become a clown. Any one of us can become a clown. And that is what I realized, because before doing clowning, I was into IT. And before in IT, I was in mental health profession. But I'm not going to tell who am I. Because today's hero is not me. Today's hero is therapeutic clowning as a whole. And I really want every one of us to tap into the inner clown that we have and just talk to our family members with a smile, because that acts as a therapy. Just talk to our friends with a smile and let go of that anger. Just talk with a smile and just practice gratitude, because the moment I feel that I'm suffering of something, I instantly go back to the remaining of the day and see what all happened with me to which I'm grateful for. And I'm like, oh, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, I'm grateful for this. And it is a beautiful day, remainder of the day. And that's how Therapeutic Clown has changed my life. And I can just be, soft spoken like this. Thank you so much.